Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening for those, depending on when and where you watch this. I'm Leo Brown, and I just wanted to come on and talk about some things today. I have some things to get off my chesticles. First, before I get started, I want to say thank you to all of you for watching, for commenting, and most of all, for subscribing and becoming a part of the Sugar Bear family. As you can see by the title, we are talking about psychics today. Now, I know this may sound funny because it's like, well, Leo, aren't you a psychic yourself? Yes, I am. But I want to tell some truths that a lot of readers don't want to talk about. And I feel like certain things just need to be said. So, excuse me, so let me get started. So, first of all, what is a psychic? A psychic is someone who has the ability or abilities to see, sense, or feel and hear, and sometimes you can even smell and taste events that have happened in the past that may be happening now, presently, and that may or may not happen in the future. Psychics are also known as sometimes as healers because the word psychic comes from the word psyche, which means soul. If you know anything about mythology or about, in particular, Greco-Roman or Greek mythology, if you look at the myth of Eros and Psyche, that's where we get the word psychic from. So if you look at a psychic is a person who is a soul healer or healer of souls. Um, so that's what a psychic is. Now, types of psychics. You have clairvoyance. Clairvoyants are people who can see things. They see things like movies. Some of them have what we call waking visions, where it's like you're daydreaming, but you see it in real time. Then you have empaths. That's a word that we use a lot now. Oh, I'm an empath. I'm an empath. I'm an empath. So basically, that means you feel a great deal, and it's also a heightened sense of telepathy. Telepathy or telepathy, because some people say telepathy. Telepathy is basically where you can hear someone's thoughts. To give you an example, think of Sookie Stackhouse in True Blood. She was a telepath. She could hear people's thoughts. And that's really a highly evolved form of empathy. Let's see. Then you have psychic mediums. Psychic mediums, which is what I am. A psychic medium is basically someone who possesses psychic abilities, either of clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, um, clairgustance, one of those seven, because it's actually seven, um, abilities, along with the ability to connect with those that may have passed on. And it may not even just be the deceased. It could be your spirit guides. It could be, um, let's see, it could be a higher version of yourself, things of that nature. So that's what so you have what a psychic is, types of psychics, and now we're going to get to the meat and potatoes. What exactly does a psychic do? A psychic is someone who, when you come to them, they're someone that will confirm, they will validate, and they will guide you on what you should or should not pursue. A psychic is not someone who is a doctor or a therapist, though we're sometimes treated like that because we're often told that we're armchair therapists in a lot of ways, because a lot of people feel very much connected to someone that's like them. But they possess an extra special gift. But we are not therapists. We're not doctors. We can't prescribe medicines. In terms of and if we can and if we do, you best believe we have accreditation and we have um, the scholarly knowledge and know-how to do so. Um, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. My goodness, my sinuses are killing me today. So that's another reason why I'm kind of like all over the place. Um, so so that's what a psychic does. A psychic basically is someone who confirms, who validates, and who will give you guidance. So if you come to me or anybody else for a reading and say you want to know about your job, you want to know about your money troubles, you want to know about spirituality, if you're making the right decisions on a spiritual level, if you're experiencing psychic phenomena and how to identify with that and how to work with it instead of running against it. That's what a psychic would do. We'll help you with that. Now, we are not here to fix things. We don't and let's be honest, real psychics, real readers don't predict the future. We don't predict it because nothing's set in stone. If it were, I'd be rich and I'd be very thin, and I'm neither one. Okay, and I say that as a joke, but it's true. I'm neither rich nor thin. The thin part I'm working on, the rich part I'm working on that too. But the point is that if we were to see the future, that's a big misconception that we can see the future. We may see things that can transpire, but ultimately, how do I put it? The cards that you're dealt, how you play with them is up to you. That's up to the client, not us. Because oftentimes we readers are often made to be the brunt of a lot of different things. Like if a prediction doesn't come true, if we predict it's I'll give it to you in the best example. It's like going to a meteorologist, a weatherman, or a weather girl, or a weather woman, right? And they say, well, it's going to rain, and it's going to rain at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock comes and goes. It doesn't rain until 6. It doesn't mean it didn't rain. It just didn't rain at 4. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with us. We pick up possibilities. We pick up things that may transpire. And the reason why a lot of times, because people are like, well, you told me that this happens. And one of the favorite things that people love to use is, well, because that prediction didn't come true, you a fraud, you fake, you not real. I'm not a wizard, man. That's ma'am. Like, I hate to break it to you, but nothing's set in stone. If it were, you wouldn't be coming to me about Zeke, about a dude that keeps staying in and out of jail and keeps cheating on you. But that's a whole other show. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the way it works. And let's tell the truth. I'm going to tell another truth that a lot of people don't want to hear. If if oftentimes when clients come to people like myself, they want more of a fantasy than the reality of what's in their life. So now, for those that do not, I thank you for it. But a lot of people that come to me and other readers I know, right? They don't want the truth. They want, well, excuse me, just tell me that everything's going to be okay. Just tell me that everything's fine. And believe me, I've had people tell me this to my face. I'm like, that's not how this works. Because the truth is going to come out in the wash or the rinse, whether you want it to or not. Okay. So that's another thing too. One of the reasons why the industry is full of frauds, right? One of the reasons why it's full of frauds, I'm gonna tell you, there's two reasons. One is the easy money. It's easy. I'm gonna be real. It's easy to start. Let me put it to you that way. It's an easy way to. I'll put it to you like this, and this is no shame to those who are content creators, because even YouTube is content creation. But it's like OnlyFans. You think, the average Joe, oh, I can go on OnlyFans, post some pictures of me, naked, or, I can, um, how do I put it? I can, you know, do a couple videos, but then you start to realize, well, wait a minute, yeah, this I'm making money, but this is not easy. I have to promote this. I have to come up with new and innovative ways to do it. I have to study what I'm doing. I have to collaborate with people, which may not always work out. I have to make sure that if I do choose to partake in OnlyFans and I collaborate, I have to make sure that my testing is on point, their testing is on point. We have to look at transportation, we have to look at hotel, we have to look at food, we have to look at time off of work. That's if we don't have like a how do I put it? If we're not using this for residual income, right? It's like that. A lot of people get into the business. Okay, I'm not talking about you being a naturally born psychic person. That's another thing I want to say too. We all have ability. Everybody does. From your mama on down. If you got an aunt that dreams of fishes, or a grandmama that dreamt of fishes, you got somebody that lit candles, you got somebody that had a praying closet, you got somebody that always felt when you were lying, that always knew when something was wrong. Trust me, that's a form of psychic ability. All the things that I'm mentioning, nothing's foreign about that. But unfortunately, in the world that we are in and in the culture we're in, we often look down the things that we don't know, or we dismiss it as, oh, it's just a joke, oh, it's a gimmick, blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's another thing. But when you get into using your gifts, your spiritual gifts, as a means, as a job, as a calling, because that's exactly what it is. This is not, and I'll say this, and I'm telling the truth here, it's not, this profession is not for the weak. It's not for the, if you in this just to make a quick dollar, you might as well pack it up now. If that's your goal, to be seen and get on TV, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I want to be on TV. I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted it at one point. I want it now, but in a different connotation. Anyway, but if that's your main goal, it's just to be well known, to make money, to have adoration and adulation and all that, and that's it, and you don't care about the people that you're talking to and you're advising, because here's the thing, the people that come to you, they're literally on their last leg. A lot of them, they really are. They're on their last legs. They don't know what to do. They've gone to doctors. They've gone to therapists. They've gone to other readers. They've gone to healers. They've gone to the voodoo man, the chicken lady. They've done all these things, right? And now they're coming to you. Okay, and they're coming to you thinking, okay, well, this person is my last resort. So hopefully they can tell me what I need to know. And that's our job. Our job as healers, as readers, whatever title you want to give yourself, you tell people what they need to know, not what they want to hear. And let's put a pin in that. But like I was saying, I'm equated back to the OnlyFans thing, or the adult content creators, and I love them all. I love my sex workers. Um, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing, because it is the business of entertainment. Okay, you really have to take it seriously. It's a craft. It's not just something that you can just do. You can, and you can get noticed if you really push yourself, but it's work. It's a job, and it's not for the weak. It is not for someone that just wants to do it because it's cute. Don't let the incense smoke cloud your senses. If you know you can't handle this, and you can't handle people coming to you, and possibly even people rebuking what you do and saying, oh, you're full of shit, you a fraud, you fake, you false, and even you saying that to yourself, because imposter syndrome is a real thing. I'm dealing with that as we speak. And I'm so happy that I know that's what this is. But anyway, that's a whole other show. But yeah, if you're not ready to deal with that, then do not do this. Do not get into this business. Okay. If this is something that runs in your family, and let me go into that. You have a lot of people, oh, I'm third generation. Oh, my mama was it. Baby, everybody's a reader. Everybody has intuitive abilities. If you have intuition, if you know shit isn't right, if you can feel it in your gut, you all have it. Everybody has it. Some of us have it more or less. It doesn't make you any more or any greater. And a lot of times with that, when people, oh, I'm third generation, I'm fifth generation, that may be true, but I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a marketing ploy. That's a marketing ploy. That's no different than, well, that's no different than Randy Blue and Sean Cody. Oh, well, I'm really straight. But you know good and hell well you're gay as hell. You're gay as a goose. You know what I mean? That's a marketing ploy. Or what's another one? I'm the descendants of Marie Laveau. You know, when you get into, then you get into the, like different traditions. So you have like the African tradition. You have hoodoo, you have voodoo, you have Ifa, you have Santeria, you have things like that. So now you go into that, you get into the traditional, the traditions. So then you have people. Well, I'm a descendant of Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau never had kids. Anybody that knows the history of Marie Laveau knows that Marie Laveau didn't have children, and she does have descendants. I'm not saying that she doesn't, but yeah, her descendants are both women, and I believe they are. I think they're either like her aunts or something like that. I don't quote me on that, but she does have descendants, but she doesn't have children. That I know for a fact. So that's, if somebody tells you that, that's bullshit. Okay. Um, then you have, oh, well, I'm a descendant of Tetuba, you know, the slave from Salem, Massachusetts. Okay, all right. That's cute, baby. I, that's real cute. I'm a size 6. See how easy that was? Okay. A lot of that is marketing. That's a marketing point. That's a way to pull you in. Just like you have people that case in point, even me, you have folks that wear sparkly hats and jackets and the voodoo mask and walk with the big canes and all of that. Those are marketing employees. That's the way to get your attention. That's not who they are. Trust and believe. Because as you can see, when I do my YouTube videos, I don't wear big ass hats every day. Nor do I. I mean, and mind you, I love all that. I love all those things, but that's not all that I am. You see what I'm saying? Now, another thing that I think a lot of people don't understand is that, like I said, when you go to readers, when a person comes to you, that they really are on their last leg. They're holding out every hope they can. But what people don't understand is that oftentimes the issues that you're dealing with are right in front of your face. And partly, not always, but partly because of you. Either you're not listening, either you want it to be fixed, and you're hoping somebody will fix it. Because another thing that I often get is, well, do you do spell work? I don't. And I don't get spell work. I am a witch, but I don't do spell work for my clients. Mm-mm. Because one, that's your life to live and your path to walk. And I will help you and guide you and tell you what you need, what you can do for certain things, but I'm not going to do it for you. Because my thing is, you have to have not only personal responsibility, but my job is to hold you accountable. I'm only speaking for me. I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'll hold your hand, but I'm also gonna smack it and be like, okay, you know you're wrong. But once again, it goes back to, what do you want to hear what I have to tell you? Do you want to hear the truth? Because that's the thing. A lot of people want storybook. A lot of people want, oh, well, he loves you, y'all. So let's go into that. Oh, that's your soulmate. Bitch, a dog is your soulmate. The man across the street, the crackhead that live down the lane, that's your soulmate. Okay? A soulmate can be anybody. Anybody. I could be a soulmate. Oh, that's my twin flame. Okay, so what have you learned? That's another one that I get. That's my twin flame. So your twin flame is married. He got 3 kids by 3 different women. Or let's reverse it. He's in the closet. He's never gonna come out. He's using you not only for sex but for money. And he's your twin flame because he can fuck you real good. I'm just gonna be honest, because he can fuck you real good and he knows how to seem like their prostate. So that's why that's your twin flame. Okay. All right, sis. And then, or on another tip, she's my twin flame. So this woman's your twin flame. She's the woman that disrespects you, the woman that hits you, the woman that has cheated on you multiple times, the woman that is emotionally unavailable to you. That's your twin flame. Okay. So my question to you is, if that's your twin flame, what have you learned? What are you learning? I really want to know, what are you learning from this? Because twin flames, and I'm talking about a whole bunch of shit today. Twin flames are people that challenge you, but not in the sense to where you don't have any peace. They challenge you in the sense so you can grow. It can be chaotic. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it can't be, but a twin flame basically makes you look at yourself. A twin flame is a mirror. Like where there's black, the twin flame is the white. And the twin flame is not always meant to be your lover. They're meant to be your friend. They're meant to even be your adversary. But they're showing you what not to do. That don't mean you need to date them. Okay? Now, let's go into another one. So, oftentimes people in this business, and I'm not going to name names, I could, but oftentimes people in this industry, there are a lot, like one of the hugest things that I often hear, and I've heard this for years. Well, psychics are nothing but con artists. They're not, it ain't real. Psychics are con artists, like I was saying earlier. Here's the thing, and this is a harsh truth, and I had to realize it. A lot of readers are con artists. You've heard it here first. A lot of readers are. There are a lot of readers that don't give a damn. They don't care. They're all about the money. They're all about the notoriety, the adulation, the somewhat fame, the ego stroking they get. You know what I mean? But then on the flip, you have a lot of readers who do give a shit, who do care, who do want you to grow and excel and exceed their expectations, and for you to see what lies within you, and that you're a beautiful woman, beautiful man, beautiful person, beautiful human, that you deserve to be loved and cared for, and you deserve to have, financial freedom and to live well. There are a lot of readers that are, on the up and up, that are reputable and have a sterling reputation. And majority of those readers that are reputable and have sterling reputations are the ones that will tell you outright, listen, nothing about what I'm about to say is 100% accurate. Say fear, sense of fear. It may not be accurate at all. You may not even resonate with it. It doesn't mean I'm fraudulent. I'm just telling you that I am the medium. I'm the conduit. I'm the go-between. That's what a medium is. Let's go into that too. A medium is a go-between between the living world and the world of the dead. That's what a medium means. Now, but real readers were that's out to be like, no, I'm not. I'm not 100% accurate. Listen. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm flawed. I might give you bad advice. I might guide you in the wrong direction, but ultimately, just know, listen, I'm really trying to help you. I can be fucked up, I can be flawed, but hey, I want to help you. And if I can't help you, I'll refer you to someone that can. That's what real readers do. But a lot of readers out here, I'm just gonna be real, a lot of them are frauds and phonies and fakes. I've met quite a few of them. A lot of readers, I'm just gonna say it. Most of the popular readers, and I'm not gonna name names, not yet anyway. Most of the popular readers are the ones who have a musical background, an acting background, a modeling background, um, some background in the form of entertainment. Something happened and they said, "Oh, I'll do this." They didn't get into it because they didn't, how do I put it? How do I put it? Because I want to use this quote, and it's from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And it kind of makes sense. Um, you didn't grow here, you flew here, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it is. For a lot of readers, they got into it because it's like, well, that didn't work out. I didn't become a singer. I didn't become an actor. I didn't become an actress. My modeling career didn't work. Okay, I guess I'll start reading cards. And they figured out there was a way to make money. and then they turned it into a business. Now, is there anything wrong with that? No, of course not. But let's be honest. Majority of the readers are, and not all, but a lot of them are ones that just didn't make it. You auditioned for fame and you didn't get in, bitch. Let's just keep it what it is. But that's the thing. But what I'm saying is you have a group of people that still want that notoriety. They're not in it because I really want to help people. I really want to heal people. I really want to help. I see myself in said clients. I understand where they're coming from. I relate to them feeling like, you know what? I don't belong on this world. I want to be somewhere else. I don't know what to do about my love life. I keep picking the wrong men and women. I don't know what to do about my child. I don't know what to do about my job. Excuse me. They're not looking at it from that perspective. They're looking at, well, ooh, how can this get me from point A to point B? How can this get me from doing this at a storefront to being on TV, to writing a book, to getting a reality show? A lot of, not all of them, but a lot of them are. They're in it for them. And is there anything wrong with that? Yes and no. Yes, because you're neglecting, you don't have integrity. You'll do anything to get on, quote unquote. No, in the sense that if you're honest with it, just be honest. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth and shame that devil. Just be like, listen, fuck it. I came on here. I want to get on TV. You know what I mean? I want to. That's why a lot of readers, what they'll do when they start to kind of build a following, the first thing they do, and I'm guilty of this too. Before folks come for me, what you do, listen. And I'm saying it because I used to do it. Chasing after celebrities. Listen, the one thing I've learned about celebrities is that it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Most celebrities are broke. Most celebrities are borrowing their clothes. Most celebrities are renting their jewelry. Most celebrities are renting their homes. Most celebrities are supporting their entire family and sending families to school. So when you get in the brass tacks along with taxes, they don't have any money. And most celebrities who go to readers will not come out and say, most of them, for them, that's a private thing, unless you ask and say, listen, I really want to build my profile up. Can you give me a shout out? But it's rare that a celebrity will do that. Some will, but it's rare. Like the big ones, and I'm talking about like A-listers. A lot of them won't do that because they still consider going to a reader as taboo. Because you'll get judgment. What you going to a psychic for? For what? You know all they doing is taking your money. You see? So the truth is that being a psychic is not what you think it is. Because even in that, there's smoke and mirror in our business. I've met readers that are mean as snakes in person. But once they get in front of that camera, or they get in front of somebody that wants to interview them, hello, beloved, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, bitch. When you know good and fuck well, you don't like nobody. You don't even like yourself. And most of the people who, well, I shouldn't say most, but the ones that I've encountered have the most like screwed up lives. But I'm like, how can you help other people when your life is just as fuck, if not more so, than mine? How can you help people? And mind you, I'm not saying that you can't do that because you can. But what I'm saying is that it's odd. I find that a little odd. Shouldn't you, if you're on a spiritual path, shouldn't you be working on yourself before you decide to help other people? Just saying. Even me, because there are moments where I'm like, well, I don't feel like working today, and I won't work. I will not do it because I'm like, no, if I'm going through something, if I'm battling something internally, my clients don't need to know that. They don't need to be in that muck and mire with me. So let me not do that. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of readers don't care. A lot of them don't. A lot of them are just like, I'll do anything to make it, whatever that may be, because making it is different for different people. But yeah, a lot of readers lack integrity. So that whole like they're frauds, they're fake, they're this, a lot of it is true. And I've had to really come to terms with that because I'm like, that's not true. I'm in the business and I'm not a fraud or a fake. But believe me, I've met quite a few that I'm like, wow, if people really knew who you were and how you are, they wouldn't like you. You know, they wouldn't care for you. But unfortunately, that's in any industry. That's in every business. And like I was saying, get back into like predictions. Nothing is 100%. Nothing. Okay. A prediction is a probable scenario. It's a probable personality, a probable possibility. It's not set in stone. It really isn't. And one of the main reasons why a lot of readers go inward and become kind of not necessarily mean, but they just go, fuck it, I'm about the money, is because when you hear all the time, oh, well, what you do, it's not a business, it's not real, you're not real, what you do isn't real, things like that. You say, well, screw it. I'll just go into it for the frivolous things then. You know what I mean? If you hear something, if you hear something enough, you start to believe it. You shouldn't, but you do. And I think that's where the whole con artist reputation comes from. It's not because a lot of us want to be that way. It's because our hands are often tied. Because if we don't tell a client exactly, some clients, not all, but some clients what they want to hear, believe me, they get irate. Well, you told me, listen, I'm not the one that's out here fucking a married man, honey. I'm not doing that, and I could be, but I know the deal. I've been the sideline hoe. I know what this is. Okay, you ain't gonna leave your wife for me, and I don't want you to. All I want you to do is turn these pennies to the side and do what you need to do. You listen. I'm not trying to get with you like that. All right. But you have people that want what they want so much that we're often, as the readers, we're often forced into a corner. So that kind of lays on the client because it's like, well, honey, we can't, the hell, like, and I'm gonna do a whole video on that, on like when predictions don't happen, when and why. But I'll say it like this: part of it also is because you want what you want so bad that you don't give it time to manifest. You don't like, and even and like I said, I've been bad at that. I've been guilty of it. That's another thing. Another big misconception is that, oh, well, you can see your own life, right? No, most readers worth their salt can't see their life to save their life. Like, who is it? Who am I thinking about? Idris Elba. I'm gonna use him as an example. Idris Elba, LeVar Burton, and who's someone else that I have a problem? Tommy Lee from Motley Crue. Yes, honey, I love me some Tommy. Listen, in another life, I was a rocket ship. But anyway, that's a whole nother show. So, but they all could come to my house today. They could knock on my door, all three of them, with flowers, candy, plane tickets, everything, right? And be like, we are the loves. We love you. We want you to pick which one we want to like pick us. We want you to do, love for Leo. We want you to like a flavor of love. We want you to pick which one. Pick which one you want to be with. Do you want to be with Tommy Lee, who got tattoos in the third leg? Do you want LeVar Burton, who's educated and intellectual and either lining off that thing? Or do you want Idris Elba, who's British and a DJ and crazy as shit, and break your back in three places? If a reader came to me and said, no, if I wouldn't, I guess what I'm trying to say is I wouldn't know that if it, you know what I mean? Like if I were to see that as a psychic, I'd be like, that's weird. That don't make no sense. Majority of the readers who are worth their salt can't see their own lives. They have no clue. Majority good readers, but no, we can't see shit. But for everybody else, we can see pretty damn well. And most good readers are about 87 to 90% accurate. If you really want to get into it, maybe about 93, somewhere in there, like in a percentage, 80 to about 93% accurate. There's no reader that's 100%. And if there is, please let me meet them, honey, because I love to invite them to Team Crumpets and be able to suck their soul, because I want to know, baby, like, what the fuck? What you doing? Who you talking to? What demon you working with, baby? Because I want to know what pack did you what pack with what metaphysical being did you steal? Okay, where's that painting in that basement that allows you to know, you know what I'm saying, to be that on point? There's no reader that's 100%. And if there are, please let me know. But even the late great Sylvia Brown even admitted that she was wrong, that she was not always right. You know, but then that's a good. But let's go into that. Look at the Sylvia Browns, and the Tyler Henrys, and the Teresa Caputos, and the Kim Russos of the world. If you notice, they do what they call cold reading. They do, but they do it because it's like that's what people know. That's what's familiar. You know what I mean? Is it always right? No, but it's what people know. What else did I want to say? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to get it off my chesticles, honey, because I was like, you know what? I want to tell the truth about some stuff. I really do. I want to tell the truth because I feel like it's important. I think there's a big misconception about what readers and healers do, and that often that we lack integrity, that we don't have any what's the word? Any class or anything. And a lot of us don't, and a lot of us do. But it's like that old saying, who knows the least speaks the loudest. It's the same thing. And unfortunately it's in every industry. But I noticed in particular in my business, I see it more and more. It's all about gimmicks and instead of truth. It's like, no, that's not why you call me. I'm not here to give you a gimmick. That's cute, to get your attention. But my main goal is to tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. But once again, you have to be open and receptive to it. And even when you give a reader, a healer, a consultant a bad review, right? Here's the thing about that. Tell us what we can work on. Don't just say, well, it didn't come true, so they were wrong. No, they don't mean that. No, we're not wizards. We're not genies. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So tell us what we can improve on. Let us know, like, well, a lot of what you said was accurate, but this didn't happen because of this. But then also look at your own life too. You know what I mean? And a lot of us don't want to do that. We don't want to wait. We don't want to sit down and allow things to grow on their own. We really don't. I've been guilty of that myself. I'm not gonna say I have because I have. But you can't do that. You have to allow things to take shape. So that's all I wanted to say. I just want to tell some truths, my truths of what I've experienced. This is not everyone's truth. Let me make that very clear. Because I know people, okay, I know that. So I know that. So what I'm saying is this is my truth. This is what I've experienced. This is what I've gone through, what I'm going through, things like that for me. And hopefully it resonates with some of you. If it doesn't, it's okay. If it applies, let it fly. And if it don't apply, don't, let it fly. And then if it does, keep it moving. Or whatever. I don't know. If it don't apply, let it fly. Sorry, I don't know. I'm not about that lingo life. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So leave your comments below. What are some truths for those of you who are readers yourself? What are some truths that you would like your clients to know? What are some things that you would like people to know? I really want some comments here. I want you to chime in because I think that's so important that we talk about that. That, that we're all different. Because I could do the same, I could be a medium, right? but I could be a different person from a medium that channels, or a medium that uses or what's it called? A medium that's a spiritualist that uses plasma, and the talking boards and things like that. There's different things. So, what are some things that you want your clients to know? What are some truths about the psychic business or about psychics themselves as a reader? And even as clients, what are some things that you want people to know that people don't understand? Leave them in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this video. Give it a thumbs up. I probably went around about a lot or talked in circles a lot, but that's because my mind was thinking faster than my lips could move. So just, bear with me. But until next time, my sugar bears, I thank you so much for watching and for commenting and, of course, subscribing. For liking the video, make sure you like it because it lets the algorithm know that you enjoy my work. So until next time, you'll see me again. And I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. Have a great, great evening, day, or morning, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay? Bye bye.